it feels impossible. When you've got no energy, getting out of bed takes energy.
We've all found it hard to get up in the morning.
It's not a lack of grit or a flaw in somebody's personality.
But for some people, it can feel like an impossible task.
And it absolutely is because they're depressed, and there's a biological basis to that.
If you're really unwell, then you're really struggling with the thoughts, and so you wake up and for a split second you might feel a little bit okay, and then they come flooding back, and it's that feeling of not wanting to get out of bed because you don't want to have to face another day.
But why is it sometimes so hard to face the day when you have depression? What's going on in the brain, and what do people do to try and make it easier? Hang on, wait, is this which side do you sleep on?
That side.
Can't get in the wrong side of bed. It's like a terrible way to start your night's sleep.
Side.
So this is your bed?
It is my bed.
And what does your bed mean to you?
Everything.
This is Jane. She has depression and she loves her bed.
No, seriously. Sleep, for me, is the biggest thing I think I protect. Dom calls me Beddus. Beddus.
Just really like your bed.
Yeah, sleep for me is one of the things of many that keeps me feeling well. And obviously, if I'm well, then everybody else feels happier.
Having depression and trying to get up in the morning is not like having the Monday morning blues.
No, it feels impossible. But I really just want to pull the duvet up over my head and just ignore everything and press pause and just not have to live. But I say live, but it's more like you just don't want the pain anymore. Waking up, it's just, you have a glimmer of hope that it's going to be a different day, but it's often not.
Oh yeah, I used to be one of those annoying people that would bounce out of bed in the mornings, getting up, being productive. So it was very just unlike me to not be able to do that anymore.
Mandy also has depression. She was nervous about being on camera, but she wanted to tell us and show us how hard the mornings are.
It is like being at the bottom of this very, very deep, well or pit. And it's all dark in there, and you're sort of looking up, and there's the pinpoint of light, and you sort of want to move, and you're telling your body to move, but it's not. It feels almost like sometimes like something's crushing my heart.
I mean, there are days I just haven't got out of bed.
Whole days?
Oh, weeks. I've had long periods of time where I have not left my bedroom.
I mean, what do you do? What happens?
I don't even know. I don't think I do anything. I don't read because I can't focus on words.
My brain was just going, I'm going to get up now. And my body didn't do that. It didn't move. There was like a flat line. You can always kind of hear that. And everything felt very heavy. And I sort of stayed in bed. It felt like hours.
I think I just used to sort of lay there waiting for the day to pass, and the hope that the next day would be better. When I was really poorly, sort of 2005 onwards, for a few years, I just never brushed my teeth and I lost a tooth. And I didn't care that I'd lost a tooth. Most people would be horrified. I just saw it as, I'm rubbish. My tooth doesn't want to be here. It's falling out.
So what's happening in the body on the really difficult mornings?
I got up this morning and I had about 3 cups of tea.
3 cups?
3 cups.
Genuinely 3 cups?
No, 2 cups. Two cups, actually, I tell a lie.
This is Dr. Kate Lovett. She's the Dean of the Royal College of Psychiatrists.
So mornings are really hard because there's biological processes going on that make it hard. So all of us have what is called a circadian rhythm, which is biological functions that happen within a 24-hour period.
So circadian rhythms are internal clocks that operate at a cellular level. They control everything. So they control when we digest our food, our body temperature, and of course our mood. We usually have our lowest mood around 5 or 6 in the morning, and then it gets better as the day progresses. That's not specific to depression, but in depression, mood is often much, much worse in the mornings. Why? Well, that's because there's a disruption in the genes that control the circadian rhythms. Essentially, the clock's broken. Why? Well, scientists don't really know, and it gets a bit worse. They've also found abnormal levels of the hormone melatonin in people with depression, and that's the hormone that tells our bodies to go to sleep. And melatonin is sensitive. It's sensitive to things like light from screens or not getting any natural light in the day. So if your melatonin levels are off, sleep's disrupted, making you feel low in the morning and making the problem worse.
So it's not people's fault that they're having a bad time in the morning.
Did you catch that?
It's not people's fault. It's not people's fault.
I don't know, it really helps me to think of it as my brain that just needs help to be boosted back to working like a battery that's just broken and run out of juice. Then your brain's can be a bit like it, I know.
Yeah. Oh, what's under here? It's battery operated. Sorry, it's just on my pack. It's fine. So how do you make the mornings a little bit easier? We've asked for some of your tips.
The most helpful thing to me has been those little anchors of saying, right, the first thing, all you've got to get up and do is go and have a cup of tea.
Don't worry if that's like the max you do today.
Yeah, I've done something.
Try that.
I've done something.
I'll put on a song that makes me want to get up and go.
It helps to try and break it down into small little bite-sized chunks.
This is trying to look forward to one thing that might happen in the day.
Open the window, close the window.
So if I stick on something like Queen, Led Zeppelin or Hendrix,
I will throw my socks and try and get them in the dirty linen bin. If they don't get in, it gives me a reason to get up and put them in there.
And then celebrate those little victories as well, because sometimes they may sound tiny, but when you're in the depths of depression or anxiety, it can be huge.
We want to know what you do when the mornings are hard, because you never know, it might just help someone else. Put your thoughts in the comments below. We'll put some of them together and share it.
Oh yeah, my toothbrush is in the shower.
The shower.
Yeah, I brush my teeth in the shower because it's one less thing I have to think about. It feels like I've just crossed it off the list. And it's just tricking yourself. You're just always playing games with yourself to try and, diminish the negative thoughts that are saying that you can't do this and you can't do that by proving them wrong in some ways. Depression's so powerful over me, and it's the only way that I can take tiny steps to regain some sense of power.
For Mandy, what helps is she tries to take the pressure off herself in the morning by having everything ready the night before. So that means having a drink prepared in the fridge, having a bowl of cereal ready, covered in a bowl. She even has her spoon ready.
I usually get my clothes ready. I think about what I'm going to wear the next day, so that just to limit the decision making. I've got a notebook next to the bed and a pen, so if there's anything going on in my head that I can't, it's calm down, I just brain dump it all in a notebook. I don't drink caffeine anymore at all. I charge my phone downstairs. I don't go on it after 9 p.m.
I quite like it. It's almost like you're quite geeky about sleep.
I feel like I have to be.
Yeah.
And the more I have become geeky about sleep, the better it's been for me.